Okay, so we have run into a problem that I've actually never had opening up a new store before. We actually ended up with what I would say is too much inventory. So this is the last load that I have from storage. A lot of this is just filler stuff, but these are the last 4 bins. Looks like this one is Xbox 360 Wii stuff. We're gonna bring this in, see what else I got. Got this whole big bin. Look at all these PS1 games down in here. So that's the last bin of that. More miscellaneous filler stuff, some Xbox One, which I think we could use. Filler, but some Wii U, so I think we can use that. So let's bring this in. We'll do a quick store update on kind of where we're at and just how much inventory we've actually brought in. All that stuff that we just brought in, basically we are so full on stuff, and I'll kind of show you like where our shelves are at and then even like our disc drawers, just how full we are. So we are making the decision with a lot of this stuff that is kind of like filler stuff, right, to ship it off to some of the other stores. So some of our Connecticut stores, like our Newington store in particular, does really well. So a lot of this stuff that we just have a lot of doubles of, it's good stuff. A lot of this we're just gonna ship off. I think we filled up a couple boxes and we've already sent a bunch of stuff off to them. So that's kind of the state of affairs, that this is possibly going to other stores, but we'll just do a quick tour kind of where we're at. VHS, which we do sell a lot, you can kind of just see the progression of how much VHS we filled in, right? And when we get to about this far on a shelf, it doesn't leave too much more room before it's just jam-packed, right? So you can see kind of PS2, little bit of room here, right? Some PS2, a lot of PS1 games, filling in some sections here, but I'll take you back to like our 360 section. Well, let me detour and just show, like, look at how jam-packed this is. We ran out of space. So we've been kind of trying to figure out what we're gonna do with some of our other high-end stuff, including even like our high-end discs. Like, look at how beautiful that looks. Jam-packed. Look at all the 3DO games down here. And, but for instance, here's one that's like really packed, right? Like 360 to the brim. Of course, you do see a lot of doubles, right? You would say, well, why do you put out all the doubles? But, well, one reason is we don't have anywhere else to put them. And a lot of this stuff, like, it might seem like we have a ton of them, like Black Ops 2 and stuff, but for 360 now, but that stuff does sell over time. Full there, Xbox One, we have a little bit more room. Wii U, we always could use room, but like Wii, getting filled, right? So pretty full here. Oh, and here's like, see all this stuff? High-end stuff, right? But just not much room in our showcase for it. So not a bad problem to have at the end of the day, right? It's good that we have the inventory. It's just normally when I've opened stores before, we generally have tucked stuff away, but it's always been kind of slim, right? And I guess this is the first time that it's been like, we just have too much. But again, not a bad thing. But take a look at this. Like, this is our filed away 360 drawer. It's kind of cool to see it this full. Just again, not a bad problem. We'll figure out something to do with it. But a new problem. Okay, so we just got done filming for the Super NES Quest, which is a documentary. I am here with Rob and Jay Bartlett.
Hello.
You guys are in town, and like I said, we just got done filming. Can you tell me a little bit about what we just filmed about and what you are currently doing with the documentary?
So we are doing a docu-series called Super Nintendo Quest, which is our third. Basically, I've been challenged by our boss, Justin, to complete an entire set of Super Nintendo games in 30 days with a budget that he's given me of $30,000.
But don't forget, there's no online purchases. So we have to go all over North America to do in-person transactions because we're doing it old school and spreading the word and spreading the mission. And that brought us here today to meet with Chris.
We met Chris, and wow, it's been an up and down day, but thank you
Yeah.
for bringing us into 2 of your amazing stores, by the way.
Of course, no problem.
Well,
Yeah,
technically, this isn't a store yet.
3 7/8 of a store
It's
right now.
3 7/8.
It's pretty damn impressive, dude. So
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's great.
Yeah, we were up in Lawndale at our other store. We filmed there. I want to say you probably got about maybe
You
like.
can't tell about
Oh,
it. It's a
can't say?
secret.
Nothing?
Gotta watch the show.
Oh, gotta watch the show.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
I was going to ask you a couple questions about that. Could I ask you how many games you've found to this point?
You can ask anything, but we
You
can't
don't-
necessarily answer.
All right, I will ask. How many games have you found to this point? What is the library of Super NES, first of all?
717. 717, but
Maybe give me a percentage. Of how far.
717, we have NTSC releases only,
English and
English,
DSC.
retail games. So at some point, you had to be able to purchase the game itself. So that's our thing. But the good thing about this is that if we do complete the quest, we're going to get $5,000 going towards the Alzheimer's Society in our home here. So that's very important to Rob and myself, as it's a cause we both believe in.
Which, yeah, you know, you guys are doing this for Alzheimer's. I had a grandmother who had Alzheimer's, so it's very dear to me. So I was happy to work with you guys, contribute. Are you guys at 50% mark at this point, or not yet? Do you have a ways to go? And what day are you on?
I have an NDA. I cannot say a word, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
All right, cannot
I
answer.
can say this much. This is day 5.
Day 5.
We started at Game On Expo. We spent some time in Las Vegas, and now we're in LA.
And where will World 8 end? Will you end on the East Coast? Will you be all the way there? Or do you end
Well,
in
we
Canada?
don't know where we're going to end because while we have 30 hunt days, we don't know that we need them all, right? Like
Right.
if Jay continues to do what he has done in other quests, he might finish on day 21, and that might not be World 8.
When we were at the other store, you had mentioned to me, I think you asked about 3DO games. I said I have a huge collection of 3DO games here in Long Beach. We got on the discussion of plumbers don't wear ties. I said I have one, okay? Now, I'm going to just talk a little bit about this. So I like personally collecting kind of rare, weird things. This falls obviously into that. Of all the 3DO games, which I think we have like 100 of them over there, this was one that I personally tucked away, but this is the one you want as well. You kind of had to pry it from me, but I'm willing to part with the box.
Chris brought it up, and I'm exactly like him. I like the weird, obscure stuff. And as soon as he said, I have a 3DO collection at the other store, I said, do you have plumbers? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I just need the box. And we kind of, I think we're coming to an agreement for the trade.
We're going to do a trade. Now, do you need the manual too? You probably need
I
the,
do not.
You do not?
All I need is the box.
I'm gonna, okay, all right,
keep all of
just
that.
the box. So this game, for those who don't know, is kind of a weird, unassuming game because it never says plumbers don't wear ties on this.
Kerwin is the publisher, and it was this very small film company in Los Angeles. They published this game. It has nothing to do with who created it, but it is really weird. These 3 actors were doing guerrilla style, just shooting in places they weren't supposed to be. There was no permits. They did it over a weekend, all over LA, Hollywood Hills, that kind of thing. So it's very bad, but I love Jeannie who's in it. I've been a big fan of hers for a while. And this is, Chris, my grail. This box completes my game. 25-year quest?
At least.
Oh, God, this is the most humiliating experience of my entire life.
Oh, don't worry, Jane. If you're looking for work, you'll have lots of humiliating experiences.
So this is completing the plumbers don't wear ties quest.
It's one of my personal grails.
Plumber Quest.
The plumber quest.
Another grail that I've been looking for quite a while is the original release of the Sega CD Night Trap by Digital Pictures. I have also been looking for a decent copy of this for a long time, and I found it today. And I offer it to Chris to trade for the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties box.
Which I'm going to do the trade, and I told you, first off, I love this game. This is one of my favorite games.
Same.
So I'm happy to have
Same.
this. I'm happy with the trade. But I did say to you, I was like, oh man, the reason I am doing this
Look, he doesn't
is
want to do
because-
it. Look at his
No,
face.
because I regret these things after
Look at
I
his
do
face.
it. I know, and so they're challenging for me to do. But because I know you said that you were like, it's been a 25-year quest for you. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this for you. So I'm happy to do the trade. It's yours now. You got it. I get the blank Kieran. But it's all good.
Now you get to
And-
go on your own quest. You briefly had
Yep.
this in your possession, and it is now mine.
I appreciate it.
No.
It was a pleasure.
In
Oh.
Canada, we do this.
Yes.
Thank you, my
It was a
friend.
pleasure. Thank you guys, Rob.
you.
Cheers.
Give
Thanks
you a
for
hug.
having us,
Thank
man.
you, man. It was awesome.
It's
Thanks,
a
guys.
pleasure.
Appreciate it. Super excited right now because, as you guys know, we had put up a mural in the store here, which is kind of the centerpiece. Our great artist Roshi had done that. But today what we actually have is Danny here, and Danny is a neon artist, I guess you would say, right? I was going to say expert, but you're really an artist, I would say, right?
Absolutely.
And you just came down from LA. You live in Echo Park, you said. And we coordinated maybe a couple weeks ago, and we kind of planned out really to put up a neon Retro Games Plus with the Long Beach neon sign is what we're looking at doing. So you obviously being an artist, it had to be built. So the last couple of weeks you've been building it, and today you're installing it.
My family actually made neon in Las Vegas, so I come from like a family of a couple generations now that have made or like worked in neon. So it's pretty cool to like keep it alive, because I mean, fortunately it is like a bit of a dying craft. So I'm one of the last ones that has really like dedicated to like doing it. Plus like they only did like, you know, like auto zones, you know, did the neon inside the channel letters. So it's been really cool to like push it in like new artistic like ways. So I hope I'm making them proud, you know?
That's awesome. Yeah, and you know, you have an Instagram page, and looking at your page, I was like, oh man, it's such like beautiful art that you create. You know, obviously, yeah, in the world of LED today, right? Like a lot of stuff goes LED, but there's something special, I think, about neon, right? And I'm sure you do
Yeah,
too,
definitely.
right? We were talking about it earlier. Like, it just has a different look, right?
Yeah, there's this phrase that I keep thinking about, like, you know, like in Cyberpunk, like, you know, it's like all romantic neon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like our dystopian future is gonna be all LED.
Oh no! No! But you're keeping it alive though, so that's great. I mean, you know what? I don't know that it'll ever go. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff, right? Like the old school Nintendo and physical media we talk about, is that dying, right? But then it's like, well, no, I don't know. It might stick around for a long time because there's people that love it. I feel like that neon is so special. There will always be people that, you know, will love it. And again, it is like an art form. So like, when you first came in, I think the first thing you said was, you're like, thank you for not going LED. Right?
That's
that
right.
was an option. But
That's right.
I feel like this just is going to have a really special look to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think we can relate. I mean, there's value in the analog, right? Like,
Yes.
instead of like downloading a video game, like,
Yes.
go get it with your hands, you know, and like touch the media. This is like that same concept, you know, like we got to return to the analog. That's where it's at.
Yes, all right, we're on the same page. Return to the neon. That's what we're doing right now. So this was just the initial stage. You're here, you're kind of prepping and stuff. We were talking about transformers and electricity, and then of course there's a whole mounting. So maybe we'll show some kind of it being installed, and then of course we'll light it up at the end. So
You'll see
we're
what
excited.
color this is. Right now it's a mystery. It could be any. Just looks white.
I didn't know that. I was
Yeah, it's not going to be white.
Right, so let's see how it goes. Danny just finished, and it is up. We are ready to light it up. All right, there's 2 pull strings on here. I am excited to see this thing in action. Obviously this is a little rough, right? We're gonna clean up all the cords here and everything like that. And Roshi, our mural artist, he'll blend this all in, including painting the transformers. But are you ready, Danny? Let's
On
do
the
it.
count of 3.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Woo! Man, look at the color on the neon, huh? Man, does that look beautiful, huh?
I wonder if you'll be able to see it. Is there a door? Maybe.
Our front is up there, so you'll probably be able to see it from the outside looking in. Like,
Amazing.
those are big glass windows up there. That you'll be able to see it. Man, does that really just like highlight the whole mural? It blends in, it doesn't cover up the mural too much, and it just kind of fits in just perfect. I absolutely love it, Danny. That really is a work of art. Some beautiful, great job, yes.
And it should, if you don't break any of the glass, it could last decades.
Decades!
So that's pretty crazy.
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would come by and go,
Let's hope. You never know.